Welcome to the Real Estate Investors Marketing Show, where we help real estate investors gain more leads, stronger relationships, and more deals through the power of online marketing. I'm Lindsay Phillips, your content coach and expert on all things content marketing for entrepreneurs and real estate investors. And of course, I'm here with...
I'm Aaron Hughes, a real estate investor and the world's only exclusive real estate investing copywriter.
Awesome. So we are chatting today because I get asked about this a lot, actually, is blogs, on whether people still read them and whether they're still viable for pushing traffic to your website and building your expert status. What do you say to the naysayers, Aaron?
I say absolutely. I think people who say that blogs aren't read anymore are just getting hung up on the word. We go to articles all the time. We look at articles on the web all the time. So just stop thinking of it as a blog and think of it as your article knowledge base.
I know. Everyone always thinks of like the lifestyle blogger or fashionista blogger. It's
you don't have to
it does
post
sound
pictures
corny.
of your lunch. No. Just add value. Just add value.
It does. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about how to create a blog that attracts and converts. I mean, the first thing that everyone gets stuck about is, what am I going to write about? What is the topic? What do you say to those people that just get stuck?
That's a good question. So I guess, first of all, before you can come up with specific blog topics, you probably need to take a step back and think about the purpose of your blog. Mm-hmm. So are you writing for sellers or buyers, as an example? And then, because you don't want to write for both on one blog.
No.
I kind of believe that. But I think you could choose one, write for sellers or write for buyers. I think you should have a separate website for each, and then each of those websites should have their own blog. And then once you know what your audience is, whether sellers or buyers, then from there you can choose your topics. So there's lots of topics, but do you have any great tips or strategies about what topics to choose for a blog?
Yeah, there's two approaches. One is first you have to think about your avatar and how you're going to attract them. So the first is what problem can you solve through that article that you're writing? And what is a pain point or a problem that your avatar has? And again, you're writing to that pain or that problem. And then obviously, hopefully your article has a couple of tips on how to solve it. And part of that kind of weaves into your SEO, because you don't want to write about a topic that people aren't searching, because then they're not going to find it. They're not going to find you and what have you. It may, feel like a fun or sexy topic in your eyes, but if no one's searching for it, kind of what's the point? So think and do research on whether it's the Google Keyword Planner. There's tons of tools out there. But kind of if you're thinking I can't think of a topic right now, of course, but if
I'll help you out because I write lots of
you.
blogs. So I'll just jump in here and I'll give you a couple topics. So if you are writing we'll use an example for sellers, an example for buyers. So if you're writing to sellers are often Googling a phrase like "sell my house fast," and then wherever they live, right? So "sell my house fast, Houston, Texas." So then you might choose a topic like, are you asking how to sell my house fast in Houston, Texas? Here are 3 strategies to help you. So that's one example for sellers.
Perfect.
And an example for buyers might be how to make money in real estate, or how to, why does the stock market suck, or something like that, right? So there's one like buyers. There's a pain point of your buyers who are probably invested with their 401k in the stock market, and they're watching it go up and down, and they hate that, and so they're wondering of some other type of investment option that's not tied to the stock market. So they might use different keywords depending on kind of how old they are, how close they are to retirement, how much money they have in their 401k, but that would be a topic for buyers that really resonates. How do I make money outside of the stock market?
That's perfect. And you just really have to put yourself in that avatar's head and what are they actually typing into Google to get the answers that they want? And the points that you have in your blog, or the categories or the topics or whatever, they can be any solutions whatsoever. And granted, the title seems kind of boring, but that's what's going to drive the traffic to it. And my favorite plugin is SEO Yoast. It is super easy to use, and you put in the keyword and the metadata, and it even tells you where you're missing the boat in regards to optimizing it for SEO. And it just like steps you through it, and it has like, it's red, it's yellow, it's green, it's good, it's optimized. And it really has great tutorials, so that for those that aren't SEO savvy, it makes it super easy.
It is super easy. I really like it. Yeah, you just you write, and then you see it's red, so you make a few adjustments, you see it goes yellow, and it's like gamifying your blogging. It's a lot of fun, actually.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, because you're a copywriter, Aaron, and obviously you write a ton of articles, is there any style or approach or length, because I get this question all the time, that is like the best way to go?
So I get the question all the time too, and lots of people just assume that the younger the audience, the less they want to read. But in my experience, that's just a theory. That's not actually true. That if you have a topic that's important enough to someone, they will read for as long as it takes. And so the style that I really like in blog posts, because they are so easy to write, and people tend to read them for a few different reasons. They read them all the way through, and that is like what we sometimes call the listicle, like an icicle, but the word list.
I love that word. That's a new word for me. I like it.
Is it. Yeah, listicle. And so it's basically, and they're so easy for people to write. So you just like 10 tips to do this, 3 tips to do that. And so you can just, pick your keyword or pick your topic or the problem you're trying to write about, and then just like come up with however many tips that you want to write, and then just number them. Write, a paragraph or 2 for each number, and then however many that you end up with at the end, put that number in your title. So if you end up with 4 tips, then your title is 4 tips to sell your house fast in Houston, Texas. And people read them for a few reasons. Like one is they're just so easy to read.
It is, and then you can scan it if you're, what I mean?
You scan it, but also there's a little hack here that I love as a copywriter, and that is if you have a numbered sequence, people are just naturally, they want to, they need to complete the sequence.
Yes.
So if you have a numbered system in anything, and we'll come to this in a minute here, remind me, we'll talk about it in a second. But if you have a numbered list of anything, people want to just naturally read the whole thing, whether they realize it or not. And so your
true.
5 tips can be,
I know. You're not going to read 1 and 2 and bail, because you're going to have that. You're going to have an open loop in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Now, going to the length, so my understanding is that it needs to at least be 500 words, because that's what Google likes. But even if you have those ones that are super long, broken up into chunks, like you said, whether it's a listicle or otherwise, is to break it up. So don't be afraid to add in lots of images, and you can even add an image in there that's a call to action to one of your lead magnets. Don't feel like you have to wait till the bottom of the article. You can scatter them throughout. And making sure a couple of extra tips are you can even share videos inside of the blog. So if you have a video that's related to the topic, embed it. It just gives it more visual appeal. People that love videos will start watching. And I'm going to give 2 more quick tips, Aaron, and then you can share your other point. The other one is make sure that you have outside links. So you can have text within the blog that links out to another blog that you have on a similar topic, or links out to a podcast episode that you've done, or even industry leaders. So if you want to link out to my website, smoothbusinessgrowth.com or aaronhughes.com, then we highly recommend that. And so having outside links, Google loves. And inviting people to share and contact you as well.
Yeah, that's really good. I like those tips. I'm not in my own blog. I always forget to link to outside links.
I know, I do that myself.
So that's really good. And video, here's a quick little tip for people who want to, if you're recording a lot of video, which you should be, I hope people are recording videos every day, then just get them transcribed on like rev.com.
Yeah.
And then you can put the video and the transcription cleaned up slightly, and that's your blog post. So people can watch the video or read. That's the same thing, and super easy to repurpose your content. Okay, and here's my tip. Call to action. If you have a call to action in your blog post, which I think is a great idea, make that one of your numbered steps. So if you have 6 tips to do something, then if your title is 6 tips to sell your house fast in Houston, Texas, then you could have 5 tips in reality, and then the 6th tip is actually, click here now to contact us to, buy your house for cash
your
right now.
checklist or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the call to action is, that's your 6th tip.
Boom! I love it.
Yeah.
That is it. And obviously, share the hell out of your blog. Don't just write it and let it sit there. Share it in multiple ways, which is another podcast episode. So we're not going to give all the goods away here, but hopefully that's enough tips for you today to figure out and get over the roadblock of how to create a blog that's going to attract your avatar, but also convert them to your e-list or get them on the phone.
Yeah, that's good. Just get started. And if something's holding you back, like the topics or the amount of content you think you need to do, just find a way to make it simple for you.
You know what else they could do, Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
They could go to reimarketinggroup.com and go into the Real Estate Investors Marketing Group in Facebook and ask for some tips or even share blogs that they've written to see if there's other ways that they can be optimized.
Oh, that's a great call to action.
Why, thank you. So that is a wrap, folks, for the Real Estate Investors Marketing Show for today. Thank you for listening, and congrats on taking steps to market your investing business. And of course, whether you're involved in wholesaling, flipping, note investing, rentals, syndication, or coaching, we get what you do and what marketing strategies will help you reach your goals. And of course, I've already told you to go to the Real Estate Investors Marketing Group in Facebook. And if you missed that URL, it is reimarketinggroup.com. Peace out, Aaron.
See you later, everyone. Bye, Lindsay.